They feared no blade, no storm. But when the world went silent,
They feared no blade, no storm, no enemy on the horizon. But when the sun vanished and the world went silent, even the bravest Viking felt something tighten in his chest. Because the night hid things they could face, and things they couldn't. For a people who crossed oceans and walked straight into battle, fear wasn't common. But darkness, that was different. When the last orange line faded from the sky, the world changed. Shadows stretched, voices carried farther than they should, and a single mistake, stepping off the path, turning the wrong way, ignoring a sound, could mean never returning home. Some said the night revealed the truth about a person. Others believed it exposed everything they tried to hide. But what exactly lived in those hours between sunset and dawn? And why did the cold of night disturb even the strongest warriors? At dusk, Viking villages changed completely. Warriors who were loud during the day became quiet. The longhouses dimmed, doors closed, and conversations softened. Because once night came, the world outside the fire's glow became unpredictable. Trees swayed like figures. The wind traveled strangely through the valleys. A man walking alone might hear a whisper that sounded too close, or footsteps that weren't his. And they believed ignoring these signs was dangerous. Not because of monsters, but because the night stripped a person of certainty. It made every fear louder. Every village kept a night watch. Not for enemies, though raids were possible, but because no one trusted the dark completely. A single fire was always kept alive. If it dimmed, people woke up instantly. A cold fire meant vulnerability. A cold fire meant someone failed their duty. The man guarding it was never truly alone. People walked past him quietly, pretending they weren't checking. But they were. Because a village without fire felt exposed. There was one task young men hated: carrying water from the stream after sunset. The path to the water was short, but once night came, it felt different. The stream made sounds that didn't match the movement. Fog rose from it in thin threads. Even experienced warriors said the darkness around the water felt heavier. If someone took too long, people whispered. Did he see something? Did he hear something? Or did he just freeze? No one mocked them, because everyone remembered the first time they walked that path at night. The night didn't scare them because of what they saw. It scared them because of what they didn't. Animals that made noise during the day became quiet. Birds disappeared from the sky. Even dogs behaved differently. Ears up, tail low, staring into nothing. Some warriors said the silence at night felt like standing in front of someone who was looking directly at you, even if no one was there. And once a person believed something was watching them, their mind filled in the rest. Vikings who traveled long distances followed one rule: never walk at night unless you must. Roads that seemed safe in daylight became dangerous after sunset. Not because of people, but because one wrong step could lead to a frozen pond, a hidden ditch, or a cliff edge. Travelers told stories of hearing breathing beside them on empty paths. Others heard footsteps that matched their own. A few returned home and never slept the same again. And their stories were always told in the same quiet tone, like someone else might hear. Inside, the night felt safer, but not comfortable. Families slept lightly. Every creak of wood made someone open their eyes. Every gust of wind sounded like a visitor at the door. Old women whispered warnings about wandering thoughts at night. saying a troubled mind could mislead a person as easily as a dark forest. Warriors listened more carefully to those words than to any battle speech. Because in battle, you knew your enemy. At night, you didn't. Vikings believed the darkest part of the night wasn't midnight. It was the hour just before sunrise. That was when even the strongest struggled most. Fatigue mixed with fear. Shadows felt thicker, and time felt slower. Many said this hour tested who you were. If you stayed calm, dawn rewarded you. If you panicked, the darkness held on to you a little longer. Vikings weren't frightened of death. They accepted it. They prepared for it. They expected it. But the night was different. It wasn't a single moment. It was a long stretch of uncertainty. And uncertainty broke people. Some warriors lost battles with their own thoughts long before they faced an enemy. Some traveled at night and never returned. Others returned. But something in their eyes had changed. Night reminded them that courage wasn't loud or violent. It was silent, quiet, tested in the spaces where no one could see. The darkness didn't kill most men. It simply revealed their limits. And for a culture built on strength, that truth was heavier than steel. Even now, in the places they once walked, the forests feel different after sunset. The air carries sound in the same strange way. The paths twist the same. The silence still feels too aware, too patient. The Vikings are gone, but the night hasn't changed. And if you ever find yourself standing alone in the dark, with the wind moving oddly and the shadows holding their breath, you might understand what they feared far more than death.